All right, welcome back. This is round 6 for Germany. I'm in a pretty dire situation here in Germany. I only have a couple options, and none of them are really good. If I take all this right here and push into West Russia, he can attack with all this stuff, and the Russian troops will wipe out my entire everything I have left. I could take everything I do and attack this, but I'm not going to win that. And so I'll have nothing left, and he'll still have a significant amount. So, and I thought it was a good idea to leave these 5 fighters here at the time, but I'm not sure that's such a great idea now, because I can't just abandon Ukraine totally, because then I'm just going to sacrifice 5 fighters, which would really suck. So I've opted for a kind of middle of the road strategy. I'm going to pull out a lot of stuff here, but I'm going to leave some infantry to defend these fighters, if only from the United Kingdom attack. He could use these planes, but he's probably going to lose some of the planes if he does that. So I'm going to withdraw a significant amount of my stuff so I can try to defend Germany for a couple more turns. And live to fight another day. So, and we're also going to try to recapture France again. We're going to keep trading France. One thing that's good for us is that we have a decent amount of money this turn, but that's going to dry up quickly because we're going to have nothing left. So, let's get to it. We're just going to buy 10 guys. All right, for the combat move, we're going to take 10 tanks, 7 guys, and an artillery. And we're going to take Bello. We are going to take 2 guys and all the fighters and attack France. I'm sorry, we're going to need actually 3 guys. 3 guys and all the fighters and attack France. We're going to take 5 tanks and 1 guy and try to take Poland back. And that's pretty much all we're going to do. We're only going to leave 10 guys, the anti-air, and the 5 fighters here, and hope that he either decides not to attack it with UK, or we're able to do a significant amount of damage to some of his troops, because this is a terrible thing to lose, but it is what it is. Because Germany's in a pretty dire straits now. All right. Let's see. Is that all I want to do? Yeah, that's all I want to do. All right. All right, all we're going to do is leave 3 guys and 5 tanks here. These guys in France, we're probably going to trade that again. We're definitely going to give that back. But we're just trying to tread water, see what I can do here with Japan, and kind of maintain at least some of our forces here. But he's done a really good job with this. This has been the key. So let's see what we got here. Throw the 10 infantry in Germany. And that's it. At least we still have 30 more IPCs. We can buy another 10 troops for Germany next turn. And maybe we can move. We might, I don't know, depending on what happens next. We might try to move some forces here up north from Japan and maybe meet Germany and Karelia and try to grab that. I don't know. We'll have to see. But this is not looking good here. This is going to be the key. If UK takes this out and kills everything, I'm going to be in a really bad way. But we'll see what happens. So Manix is up next for UK's turn, and I'll see you back for Japan in round 6.
Okay, UK 6. Okay, so we're going for 3 infantry for India, 3 infantry, 3 artillery for UK transports, and a bomber. Again, we're maintaining the bomber production. Oh, we've actually got 3. We could go... Yeah, actually, I really don't like having 4 transports. I might just park this one somewhere up in season 1 or 2 just to just to relax, because I don't really want to be using 4. I'll be honest. I guess we'll keep it with the fleet. Obviously, just if we want to ship things out, we've got a spare one to move around. But yeah, I think I'll buy for 3, and we'll have that one a spare if we need to. Yeah, let's just move something. Could actually we could grab the anti-air gun this round, I suppose. Move it up towards Karelia or something. But yeah, let's do it. So I did some kind of calculations, but there's a lot of options here because he's moved his stack. He sort of split the stack in 2 between Belarus and Ukraine. I don't think we've got the power to hit. We could hit Ukraine, but it's so risky. We've got 10 ground units. We've got, I think, 8, 9 actually planes to hit with this. So in numbers wise, it makes sense. But obviously, we're hitting on a lot of 1s, and he's got a lot of 2s and 5s. Oh, sorry, 4s. Plus the anti-air gun, that doesn't look like a good attack at this point. It's so risky for, you know. It'd be a great kill if we destroy this. It'd be fantastic. It would kill 5 Japanese planes, but the risk is just so big because you lose so many UK fighters. It doesn't seem worth it, given the fact we're also likely not to get the rolls. I don't think we need to take any big risk at this stage. I think we're doing okay, so I'll avoid that. I was thinking about stacking Karelia too with the Americans, but I don't think we can hold unless we throw a lot of stuff in, probably even from India. Because we can stack it with pretty much like 20 units, maybe even more actually. We could probably get more. We probably could stack this actually. If I was to bring tanks in from the UK, if I could bring all this 3 transports worth in from those guys, put something tempting. Hang on, 20. I have to recalculate this. So my main thought was I was going to leave that because I wanted to hit France, because France is open, and I don't like leaving France. I always want to trade France if I get the chance, if you know what I mean, because it's so valuable, obviously. Let's just do this first because we know we're going to do that. So what if I add? So I've done my calculations. So we've got 2 tanks, 3 fighters, which would be 1, 2, and 3. Keep this one with the fleet. And then it will be 20 units, so 26 ground units now. Yeah, that holds. That holds. Tempting. The one slight issue we've got as well is we're leaving. Season 5 is a bit vulnerable now because he's got 5 fighters, Japanese fighters here. So if I move the UK out, there's only there's only 5 units left to defend. I think it's a bad fight for the Japanese to take there. They don't need to, there's no transport either to kill, so I don't think he'd do that, but he's got the heavier hitting units, generally speaking. What about if we did those 2? Adding 2 units from the UK gives us just over 50% to hold, which is not comfortable. Again, based on his play so far, I don't think he'd attack that. I think he's playing on more of the cautious side rather than the aggressive side, so I think we'd be okay with that, 50%. But again, if he wipes it, it's pretty dangerous. I guess the other issue we've got, I probably should have waited on my purchase. The other issue we've got as well is holding C zones, separate C zones. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 4. Oof. The advantage of having Corellia stats, I'm talking for a while, the advantage of having Corellia stats obviously is I'm not delaying any troop movement with the US, pretty much. If I was to not stack this, I'd move the 8 forward, leave the 10 where they are, and then reinforce the 10. Maybe stack it next round. But that obviously means having 10 stationary units there when I want to really be moving them forward towards the Russia. So it's not ideal. The also interesting thing here, he's not obviously stacked. He's kept a decent number of infantry in both these territories, so Caucasus is still under big threat. He's still got 15 tanks, 4 planes, and 10 infantry on, trained on the Caucasus. So I have to leave this pretty stacked. I can't really afford to leave this light. I think we wait. I don't want to. 2, 3, 4. There's also the danger. There's 2 infantry here, and if we failed to trade, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, that's fine. That's fine. 1, 2. This is so dicey. Sorry, I'm thinking a long time about this. I'm just going to do this as well. I noticed that before. I'll take Thailand and reinforce Burma. India is still safe, I believe, because although these guys are in range, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, only 2 in range. Only 2 of those in range. That's good. So yeah, India's completely safe, so we can afford to move a few things around here. Right, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for the stack. Because why not? So let's grab 2 of these. The risky part, I think actually I might take an infantry here from northwest just to kind of help secure this. Cruiser, fighter. Then we'll defend Zone 8 with 5 units. Just 1 more than he's got. Does mean we leave these guys vulnerable for a second. I think I might have to fly in. I might have to fly in a few things from India here. Actually, I've got spare fighters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Could fly in 2 maybe from here, and then have 2 land on the carriers here. And then plus we could also. Oh, that's nice. Actually, we've got no. Yeah, that's good. So we can move the American carrier and fight down to 8. So that's 7 against 4, which is more than fine. Then here we could reinforce with some more fighters just to make sure this is secure as well. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's do it. That's better. We'll move these guys across obviously as well. Yeah, okay, so all attacking moves are done, I think. Yeah. Well, fingers crossed on. Okay, let's drop you in. I kind of want to put the anti-air gun in there, but it's a bit early for putting anti-air guns in a territory. It makes it annoying to recapture, obviously, but it doesn't really. You'll still recapture it. Yeah, I'll wait on that. 2 tanks up there. This also isn't a great move. I don't like doing this, to be honest, because it means they're valuable units in dead zoning Kazakh, but up here they can't do that. I suppose it's just temporary for 1 round until we get reinforcements from the Americans. So I'm gonna move. I will move all these up, I think. We are obviously leaving India light, very light, but I'm willing to do that. Plane up here. You can attack with 6 units, which is close. Yeah, I feel confident in that. I might just cancel actually these 2. Let's cancel the 2. We're going to have 7 ground, which is more than enough. Okay, 6 ground. 6 ground units to match his 6. That's probably the better way to do it. Then we have, obviously, we need to count plane numbers then. Let's do it that way. Yeah, so moving the tanks out is not ideal by any means here. I don't want them to move out, to be honest, but they've got no targets when they move to Karelia. But I think they're necessary in giving us the odds, so it's what shall be done. Okay, right, I think we're almost there. Sorry, this has been quite a long turn for me. Hoping Cobra can feel like he can edit this down if he wants to, because I don't mind at all. Right, I think we're good. I've not made a glaring mistake, but I think we should be fine. So replacing the bomber. Cool. So a fair bit to spend for the UK though. 46 is not bad at all. 254, 230 attack power, so we've got a lead obviously there. The UK is currently our strongest power as well, which is nice. That's quite, for the time being, it's quite unusual. Cool. Nice stack of UK troops in the Caucasus. I mean, the danger is obviously he pushes in here hard with his Japanese troops, brings the tanks back, and at that point we'd be out of range with these guys to reinforce in time. But on the plus side, we're keeping tanks. I say we're keeping most of our tanks in Caucasus, so we can reinforce here with at least 4 tanks immediately. Plus, obviously, the fighters are free to move between Karelia and India as they see fit, so we can reinforce this pretty heavily, pretty quickly, until we give ourselves time to bring these guys back in. So I think we should be fine. I think we can react in time to whatever he brings here. We're definitely dead zoning for the time being. I believe we are. It's still 7 planes plus 16. Maybe not actually, I don't think we are anymore. We're dead zoning Kazakh with a combined 1-2 punch from Russia and the UK, but the UK is not holding this alone. If Japan pushes in here, we can't beat them just with the UK, it would have to be a combined attack, but that's enough I think. Just need to make sure we're also dead zoning Novo with Russia, which I'm sure we will be able to do. There's 9-10 reinforcing units here, but I think we can probably manage that. Anyway, this has been a super long UK turn, so I'm going to call it here and pass it back to Cobra.
Alright, welcome back. This is round 6 for Japan. So I think it's about time that I prep to take India. I have enough units here that I can take India next turn, no problem. My only issue is I'm pretty sure he's going to anticipate me taking India once I stack Burma. And so he's probably next turn going to move these 14 guys. Or next turn before the next turn before I take India, he may just back these guys out and move these guys here to Persia. Then I can take it, but he can take it right back. So he may do that. If he sets up for that, I may lightly take this and hop over here and try to start stirring up shit with Africa. But he did not attack my planes in Ukraine. He did not go for that, which is good. Although Russia's going to take this next turn. I'm going to lose these 10 guys in this, but that's okay because I'm going to use these planes. And we move the tanks out, so the tanks are safe. We could, this next turn, bum rush our tanks into Karelia and take it back. And we might end up doing that depending on what USA and Russia does. USA moves all 10 of these guys here. That's probably a non-starter. That would be 20 guys defending. So that's probably no bueno. So, and of course, we got to take France back. England is just generating way too much money. So, our other opportunity was with this thing here, with our Hawaii squad here. Our idea was we were going to hop down here, take New Zealand this turn, and then Australia next turn. So we'd have 2 more and start moving these guys over towards Africa. But I think because this is just killing me here, I want to cause some headache for him. I'm going to take my Hawaii fleet, move it down here, and take Brazil next turn. Which isn't going to do a whole lot. I mean, obviously, he could anticipate it, move some ships down here, but actually, he's kind of stuck in here. It's going to take him a couple turns to get down here, and this is going to be more of a nuisance just to bleed him dry. And then I should be able to, maybe I'll take, I don't know, I'll jump over to Africa from Brazil and start taking this and maybe meet up with this fleet over here. So anyway, lots of possibilities. So let's get to it. So this turn we're going to buy, because we're going to prep for the India stack, I'm going to buy 2 transports, 2 planes, and an artillery. All right. For a combat move, we're going to move these guys into Evenki. And then we're going to take, let's see here. This guy pisses me off. We're going to take... Let's see. We're going to take... And we'll take 1 guy. And this fighter. We'll take these 9 guys. This artillery. This tank. And this tank. So we will have... Let's see. We'll have 9 guys, an artillery, and a tank. I'm sorry, 2 tanks, right? And then... Okay, if he wants to attack with the fighters... And if India wants to attack with the fighters and his 4 guys here, he can, but he's going to lose. And I'll lose some guys, but let's see here. Otherwise, he's got... Okay, so I don't think he'll do it with America. I suppose he could drop a tank in there too. That wouldn't make a lot of sense though. Alright, so we're going to stack that. Let's see. I kind of want to take this. But I don't really want to lose a guy because he's just going to take it back and I'm going to lose my guy here. So I don't really want to do that. So I'm not going to do that. I thought about it, but I'm not going to do it. And I think that is going to be it. Right? Actually, let's do this. Let's do this with one guy. We'll take the 5 planes. Hopefully we can take that. All right. This is going to thin us out a little bit, but it is what it is. All right. All right. So the non-combat move, we will put them there. We'll put them there. We're going to take 2 of those guys and move them there. 2 artillery and move them there. We're going to move the remainder up here. We are going to move these 4 tanks down here. Because like I said, we're going to make every indication that we are going to attack India next turn. That is our indication. Take the bomber. We're going to take the 3 transports and go here. Pick up 3 artillery. Pick up 3 infantry. Go back here. Drop them in Yunnan. What else? I think that's everything for the mainland here. He may come down here. I mean, it would be smart of him to just back out and drop these troops here and then just counterpunch me and he'll take all my stuff out. So if he sets up for that, we're going to do the okie doke, hop over to Sea Zone 34, drop a shitload of troops into Africa, and then just start bleeding IPCs. We'll do that. And then continue to stack here and just hope that we can continue to pour troops in here. But depending on what... this is not looking good for us, so depending on what we can do here in Germany, it's going to be a lot. So the other thing we are going to do, because we're going to go ahead, I mean, I know it's not the best idea. I mean, I could go drop down here, steal this one, then steal this one in 2 turns. But if I go, I'll make 2 IPC in 2 turns. If I go here, I can steal this in 2 turns to go get 3 IPCs, be 1 step closer over to Africa, and give this fleet here something to think about. And then I'm going to have a lot of transports and fleet here. If, like I said, he sets up this counterattack, we can just maybe bounce down here a turn later to grab Australia and New Zealand and do that. Or hell, we'll be here, so we might even be able to just bounce over here and get it. So let's set that up. So let's take these and go here. And let's go to Sea Zone 41. Let's take the battleship to Sea Zone 41. The cruiser to Sea Zone 41. Submarine 41. Destroyer 41. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Yeah, let's do that. I mean, let's see here. What do I want to do here? Okay. Let's take that sub. Over there. Hmm. Yeah, let's do that. So, no, because there's no guys in it now. So, all right. We should leave that bomber there. Hmm. All right, let's do it. All right. All right. We're going to throw that plane on the aircraft carrier because we are sending the sub over here. Because we're going to leave the subs in the area here in case he wants to try to steal, throw a transport here by itself and steal Hawaii back. We're going to have some subs here to kill it, so he's going to have to at least accompany it with something. And so we're going to do that. I don't know if we should do 2 subs. Or take this sub with us to go over there. Oh well, it doesn't really matter right now. All right. I'm not sure that's the right move to do, but we're going to do it anyway. And we'll see how we do. So we're throwing the 2 transports there, and we're throwing the planes in Japan. So this was a long turn because I sat there and thought about a couple extra things because I was formulating stuff mid-turn. So not sure how this is going to go, but we'll see what he does. So we should have enough. I mean, obviously the odds are in our favor. We can take India next turn with any number of odds, but depending on what he does here, so we may or we may not. We may just stack Burma and hold Burma so he can't advance on us, and then just start deploying into Africa and try to bleed some of UK's money. I don't know. We'll have to figure that one out, but that will do it for round 6. For Japan, Manix is up next for round 6, United States. and then I'll be back for round 7, Germany.
Okay, so interesting round this round actually. We're a little bit more under pressure than I thought we were initially. So Japan's gone for, or Cobra rather, has gone for India. Now the good news is we've got odds to hold this. It's not comfortable odds, but we've got odds. I think it was I've actually changed my, I've closed down my page now, but it was about, I think it was 65-70% to hold, assuming we have everything there, plus obviously the anti-airgun dies first. We're going to also need these guys, so we also have to sort of assume that we're holding this. If we're holding Karelia, then we're okay, because these planes can obviously fly over there. I'm assuming we should be okay. I think this was fairly comfortable. Ooh, that does present a problem though, actually. Oh, I've got to recount this now. That's annoying. That's really annoying. I was betting on the fact that I'd have this plane in Karelia. However, I won't, because the Japanese have moved into 41 to threaten Brazil, which is a good move, I think. Yeah, it does annoy me because I've not got any immediate, because I've just committed to the Baltic Sea with 2 more transports, which actually I wish I hadn't done. I probably should have foreseen this happening, or at least the possibility of it happening, because obviously now my main US fleet is trapped in the Baltic Sea. It's it's 3 moves away from getting back to Brazil. So I'm going to build a sort of a secondary fleet here, which I'll then use later in the game to probably pressure back against Japan. But for now, it's all I can do. And it's not a great fleet by any means. What's nice is there's no threat against Sea Zone 3, so I can pull these guys back. But again, I was thinking of using this plus an extra fighter to help out against this fight, and we can't get better than 50%. I think it's actually less than 50% weak odds to actually kill the fleet in 22. So it's a bit bit risky. So I may just try and build here. Maybe deter a landing here, possibly. But if I was to, I'd probably still go for it. So I'll build here. I won't attack next round if he goes for it. I'll just have to wait until I build up more fleet, I think. Which in a sense, I suppose, we don't have to recalculate. I'll leave the fighter here and I'll build another one. Yeah, I should do that. So this is going to mess up my logistics pretty majorly for a round here, which is obviously not good. Yeah, not great. Combat, nothing to do, I don't think, actually, with the US at all here, really. Yeah, it's pretty quiet on the US front here. Yeah, nothing to do. So pretty much all hands to India at this point, while I bring back some troops. So let's move forward here, let's drop you in there, pull you back. Everything else goes towards India. We'll pull the sub back, because it'll be in range in a few moves. Drop these guys off as well. Pull you back, forward. Yeah, I really want this fleet moving back, but it's just, we can't afford to. 1, 2, 3. Maybe afford to move 1, possibly. If we risk, that's dangerous. But as Germany, I would never take this fight. There's 4 defenders, one being a battleship. You can even get away with moving 2 here, to be fair. That's such a dangerous fight. Such a dangerous fight. I'm moving 2. Screw it, I'm going to bet he's not going to attack that. I wouldn't touch that with a barge pole. There's no way I would go for that as Germany, because you've already got 4 planes as it is, and they're so valuable. I mean, we can rebuild this, and we're only losing 2 transports really, because these are just pretty much just useless units apart from defending the fleet. So that's what they're there for, to die against the fleet if they need to. So the only real loss is 2 transports, and they're going to lose at least 2 planes for that, surely, unless they get extremely lucky. But yeah, I'm going to go for 3 defense there. Which leaves 2 moving up here. So we'll be. The round after this, we should be able to set up a nice little counter-attack and push this back, and then hopefully continue the push and try and push them back here and contest these territories. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. Anyway, that looks good to me. I probably do need to make sure of this. So I think I'm going to move in 1 more infantry from Russia as well, just to secure that, because everything else is going south, including the fighters. But that, to me, looks okay. Let's go with that. Yeah, a bit annoyed with myself I missed this, though. It's a bit sloppy, to say the least. I should have preemptively thought, where could this fleet possibly go? Okay. Cool. So, Russia. So just quick before we take Russia's turn, so it's 265 and 237 for the Axis and Allies. Healthy point lead, almost 30 attack power lead, which is nice. So then we just got to weather this storm from. It's not much of a storm really. We've got two nice stacks here in both of the key production areas in Europe. So Germany can't really make any progress. I think probably it's annoying to have a split stack from Germany because it does threaten two areas. But again, it's in a sense it's weakening his position because he can't fully commit to one of these areas, so we can comfortably defend both. I was even debating about attacking this as a strafe for 26 infantry. I want to hit them with the planes as well, but that's so dangerous. I suppose in a sense now I've also got to think about what I want to do with the Caucasus. I probably should have thought about this before I started recording. We're going to go 100% max infantry here, I think. That's a no-brainer. Got nine artillery for now, which is more than enough. The attacking move, though. Ooh, do I just count this quickly? I mean, I'm looking at the board, I'm assuming we're fine. It's just how much can we get away with attacking this? This is such a weird fight to go for, though. Do we just do it? I'm leaving this for the UK. I'm not going to touch the Kazakh. The tanks and planes are moving down to India. And I think we can probably get away with, if we deploy mostly to Russia, we can still dead zone this. Oh, go on. Let's do it. Let's live dangerously. Try a very unusual strafe of only infantry attacking 26 versus 10. That doesn't feel good, but the odds on the calculator is it's 100% victory, which is obviously not correct, but it's fantastic odds. It just means, yeah, it's still a bit scary because they are attacking ones and they can very easily miss lot, as you know. Oof, dangerous. Again, I love a couple of planes here just to give a bit more support, but that's nowhere near worth it. This move itself is a bit risky, so let's do that. Fingers crossed we get some, like more than 5 would be fantastic. I'm not sure what the odds are. 3. I guess the odds are around 4 hits, I believe. So anything above 4 is good. Obviously it's extremely unlikely we get 11. But yeah, I think 5 would be a nice one to get, and I don't think he'll get 5. His odds are less than 5. Anyway, we'll go for the strafe. A very peculiar strafe, that's probably the weirdest one I've ever done, but we're going to go for it, because why not? And nothing else to attack. I think we'll probably pull back with the majority of troops here, just to not give anything away for free. Troop-wise, we'll give territory, but we can take that back. I'll think about this in a second. I want to go for the strafe first. Alright, fingers crossed 5 hits. That's what I'm aiming for. Come on, 5 hits. A great trade. Obviously, that's a very risky strafe to do, but it wasn't great, obviously. Let's move you back, move you down. I'm not going to move anything else. Well, I can't, actually. But I wouldn't have done anyway. I can't move anything down towards India for Russia. I want to keep as many Russian troops nearby as possible. We can just use the UK troops to backtrack slightly. Here is the question. How much we're going to have? I think probably yeah, once we weather the storm in Karelia, there's no more pressure coming. There's 3 more infantry going to be in that stack, maybe 8, but we've got 9 coming. So yeah, this is fine to hold for next round. So that's fine. You can fly these fighters down here. Just thinking how much to leave in the Caucasus. So we've got 20 guaranteed, 24 probably. Yeah, 24. And that's 19. Sorry, 24. Okay, so 24 attacking. 24 v 24. I can probably move down less than... I won't move down the entire stack of UK troops, I don't think. Because actually what he's done here is he's gone for an attack against India, but he's not got much of a follow-up at all. He's only built 1 infantry and 1 artillery to pick up for next round, so if this doesn't go well, then that's it. Shit. Why was in that? Oh, that's okay, that's okay. That's fine. I was thinking I need a stronger follow-up, but actually, if Japan takes this round, we're going to have a decent number of troops sitting in Persia the following round to then try and recapture with some plane support. I will move these in range, I think, of India next round, just to make sure we can have a good crack at it if it does go badly. So I think an all in here from Japan would mean they lose a lot of ground troops taking this, so I think we should be able to then take back, and I don't think the follow-up from Japan will be there at all. But again, I should have left this election alone, actually. I should have left some I should have left some Russian infantry to move down as well, so we could have done a two-way attack here. This is dangerous. But anyway, I'm going to do this, I think, just to make it a 1 infantry defense, because I don't think he really wants to push on hard here, because he knows if he goes hard here, he gets killed. So we've got 18 units, plus actually a bit of change after this deployment. So he can't push in hard, he'll have to trade this, and he wants his planes obviously for India, so he might just leave all these 3 alone, and 4 once we take this back. So yeah, fingers crossed. Okay, let's do that. Two 6 8 2 3 2. So big round to hold here for. We've got 21, 26, 2 tanks, 3 planes. I think that was more than enough to hold. Yeah, okay. I'm fairly confident. This is obviously a bit risky because we've got very limited infantry here. We're moving 2 back obviously, so we'll have 12 guaranteed ground units, and then I think it depends what I want to buy with the UK. To increase the odds I can go for more fighters obviously, so I think I might do that. But to lose India here would be very painful because we've got Russian planes there, which is the most valuable thing I've got in this stack. Because we can't get those back really, realistically. Unless we get a good... what we could do, I suppose, we could always try and stack West Russia next time, maybe. Push the Germans back a bit, I'm not sure. They have got limited infantry up front, so that's one thing we've got going for us. Anyway, this has been an extremely long round, I apologise, Cobra, if you're editing this. But I'll end it here and pass it back to you for Germany 7.